During my exchange year in the US 5 years ago, I never felt homesick because I got a home from home. Right after I knew which school I was going to exchange at, I went to Toastmasters International, found the closest club, but it looked like the venue was at a rehabilitation center on a highway. There's no way I could take public transportation there, and it's not walkable. So how do I get there? I don't know, but I sent an email to the president at the boathouse anyway. She was very happy receiving my email, saying that they will arrange transportation for me. And she later became my mentor in the US, both in and outside Toastmasters. The week before the semester started, Ellen invited me to go on a picnic with her. I was very excited and I told my mom. She said, "You're going to have a picnic with a stranger?" I said, "Yeah, but she's a Toastmaster and she's a DTM. She can't be a bad person." It turned out that Ella was actually a kind 82-year-old grandma. And I got the experience of a genuine American-style barbecue on my first weekend in the US. When I joined the Electric City Toastmasters, the vice president of membership asked me if I wanted a mentor. I looked at Ellen and she said, "I can be your mentor. I think I'm already your mentor." From then on, I had a home from home. Ellen would pick me up and drive me back on meeting days. And the most important thing I learned from Ellen was that even though she's the first and only DTM in the club, she took every single role seriously. And she's always there at the meeting, ready to cover for any position takers. Few weeks after I joined the club, I received an email from the area. The email says, "Could you please respond this message and volunteer to be one of the contest judges?" Even though I hadn't joined TGIF yet, I learned say yes from whole sharp already. So I replied yes and said I could fill any role. Later I knew, that email wasn't meant for me only. It's sent to everybody in the area. The point was, it's not like our area contest, which is at NTNU or Datung University. It's like our club is in Taipei and the area contest is in Taichung. How do I get there? Again, what a culture shock. Thankfully, I got an email from Ellen asking me whether I needed a ride. And she said she's going to be the timer anyway. It ended up being my very first time serving as a contest judge. And my DTM president was the timer. Ellen really says yes to any role. So we drove 1.5 hours to Bethlehem, not for the census, but for the area contest. Even outside Toastmasters, Ellen made sure I felt at home. Before Lunar New Year, she invited me to an Asian restaurant for dinner. At first, I thought it's just me, Ellen, and her husband, Tony. But it turned out to be a 20-person party. I learned that Ellen and Tony used to teach English in China every summer, and that group of people were their teammates. It's their routine to celebrate Lunar New Year together. Even in the US, I was able to celebrate the most important holiday with a family, and it's all because of Ellen. I was grateful that I had Ellen as my mentor. She encouraged me a lot to take different roles at Toastmasters meetings. including language evaluator, even though I'm not an English native speaker. I also finished my C10 in the US, gave my DCP point to Electric City Toastmasters, and created a great memory. The best part of Toastmasters mentoring system is that when a person takes you in as a mentee, they are your family. And this is how we treat each other at TGIF. Joining a Toastmasters club in the US not only gave me a chance to continue my Toastmasters journey when I was away, but also provided a home from home. I participated in Toastmasters International Convention in 2018 and 2019 because I really wanted to see Ellen again. But at the time, Tony got cancer, so Ellen was busy caring for him, not being able to travel to the convention. And I couldn't spare the money and the time to fly to Scranton for extra days. So our reunion hasn't happened yet. But I will never forget the last sentence she said to me before I left. See you in heaven. I'm looking forward to the end of COVID-19 so that I can go back to visit her. And I'm pretty sure, even though it doesn't really happen, someday we will reunite in heaven once again. Toastmasters of the Union.